And then there were none. Having turned around on what we call a Y, we're spotted just under the 5,800-foot prominence of the Needle Mountains, where they reach to just under 14,000 feet above sea level. Today, this is as far up as our winter photo trains roll. This is Goblin Fire. Back at Teft, we're trackside as 481 glides through the truss bridge spanning the emerald green waters of the River of Lost Souls. We slink out of Cascade through tall timber, Tank Creek, and onto the High Line as we take up vantage points from former Railroad Post Office Car 64 and a San Juan coach as we head southward. Looking out from our vantage point on the ledges above the world famous Horseshoe Curve, we watch as 481 makes the last run-bys of the day before the track is enveloped in the shadows. And with that, on the 11th of February, 2024, the era of the coal-fired special excursion came to a close. 143 chapters punctuated by the 98-year-young Baldwin graduate of the Philadelphia factory posing on the famous curve here with her train crew of John Walden, Nick Breeden, Nick Botello, and Robert Barnes.
Well, a little bit to the left. That's the number board.
Later, we catch 481 during spring break rounding this famed ledge on an overcast late winter day. Nearly all the snow from winter has already melted at this elevation, save for the far recesses of shadows. The earlier snow squalls in the day already well melted away. From the High Line, we hop in the cab with our photo train locomotive crew, Jon and Nick. From here at Durango, Jon will take his hand on the throttle, and Nick will tend to the fire and water of the locomotive from the left-hand seat. On the High Line, we'd been climbing from Acoma, and a roaring fire had been built for the run-bys at the Horseshoe Curve. And so we'll glide from Rockwood to Hermosa. There's very little need to tend to the fire as we drift down the steep grade.
You're gonna stream and catch off on your phone while you're up here on the way down. Get faster at
Once on the relatively flat glaciated Hermosa Valley though, Jon opens the throttle to maintain speed. This, combined with the rolling resistance of the train, creates the need for more steam. And more steam requires more fire, and to get that, more fuel is needed. Nick takes his scoop and adds more coal to the bed of the firebox, one scoop at a time. On a normal Durango to Silverton round trip, it was common for the firemen to shovel 4 to 6 tons of coal a day, one scoop at a time, just as Nick is doing here. Near Home Ranch siding, the engineer of the 481 opens the throttle and is blasting out of the long slow order in the valley. The yellow flag off to the right of the track gives a warning to northbound trains that the slow order that this southbound train has cleared is coming up. Much colder air out of the firebox to prevent thermal shock to the metal of the boiler. An air-operated door, in our case here, a butterfly type one, can be seen guarding the firebox. With the impending conversion to oil, this will be removed and replaced with the oil-style one, marking one of the largest changes to the interior of the cab of this locomotive. Rounding the curve into Durango yard limits, the 481 crosses the Animas River one final time on the 15th Street Bridge and runs the gauntlet of street crossings that permeate the railroad from here to 6th Street. In the roundhouse, the shop crews are working to get the fleet of other locomotives ready for the busy summer season. In this case, they're changing out the flues and tubes on Sister 480 as needed. With the trains turned and put away on their respective tracks for the evening, the 481 is cut off and ran back to the ready track and the coal dock, where the coal is once again topped off in the coal bunker, in the tender, loaded with fuel for the next day's climb to Cascade.
If I stand right there?
Go ahead.
Over the ash pit, the spent coal is dumped between the rails and allowed to fall into this pit, or disposal. The grates of the firebox are rocked to clean out any clinker or spent fuel accumulating inside, and the ash pan will be blown clear of the rest of the ashes, before the 481 will be put away into the stall whence it began its day, to be prepared to run anew on the famed Silverton train.
Whatever works, my man. Well, you gonna get over? All right. Here's the board.
On the running board, going right over High Bridge, just to blow down on the 9th Street.
toward the wagons, across the plains of time till, oh, I'm rambling again. Catch you on down the trail. Hey partner, got some more of that good sarsaparilla?
Does anyone want to tell them that there's absolutely nobody in this car except Frank?
Hey. Hey, you made it. You made it to the end of the video. That means you can actually watch one of these. Also, if you haven't, make sure you click like and subscribe so you can watch another one of these great videos since you made it to the end of this one. Thanks for watching.